Hey everyone, what is up? What is up, Boxer? Hey everyone, my name is Soumya and welcome to this video. So today I will be talking about few very important things that you should keep in mind if you are raising a dog or if you want to raise a well-behaved dog. So these are the habits. Hi Boxer. Okay. Even if you don't have a dog at this point, but you are planning on getting a dog very soon, please keep these points in mind and it will definitely help you in raising a well behaved dog. Okay, so the first point that I want to talk about is food aggression. You should keep this in mind. Your dog won't take time to develop the habit of food aggression. Let's first talk about what is food aggression in dogs. So, food aggression in dogs is basically a habit which they develop in which what they do, they never let anyone else come near their food, be it dogs, be it other animals, or be it you. They growl at you, they bark at you, and there are chances that they may even bite you. Now, ऐसे this is not something which you can call as an abnormal behavior because this is the natural tendency. We as humans also are protective about some things. So just like that, dogs also become very protective about their food, be it their main course, their snacks, their chew toys and stuff. And in long term, this habit may become really dangerous. Let's say your dog is guarding the food bowl. Maybe he's not eating at the time, but he's just guarding it. There are children in your house and they mistakenly go near your dog's food, and then there are chances that he might attack the child. That is why it's very important to take care of the food aggression. And it's not a big deal, it's just about the habit, it's just about training your dog right. If you follow certain things right from day one, whenever you get your puppy home, then definitely you will have a well behaved dog and there won't be any signs of aggression in him. The second point that I want to talk about is, what is the second point, Alvin? Good, yes, 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 go. Encouraging good behavior. So, what do I mean by that? Let's take this example. Say yes word very often. You have to fit in your dog's mind that you keep an eye on him always and you are encouraging him or you are rewarding him whenever he does something which is perceived as correct. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have mistakenly left your house door open, okay, and usually he would run out, sorry, but on some particular day, I don't know, maybe some miracle happened, and on that day he did not run out and he's just sitting wherever he was sitting. You should immediately say yes and maybe reward him. Saying yes and then treating should not be limited to the only time when you are training him. You should follow this throughout the day. This is also one way to train your dog to do things without treats. Okay, moving on to next point, which is always look out for your dog. Make sure that he is safe, he is protected, but do not come for his rescue all the time, because if you are doing that all the time, you are not letting him build his self-confidence. I see people who interrupt not with the intention of something wrong. For example, he's seeing something new, he's experiencing something new, he's interacting with a new person or with a new dog. Do not always jump in whenever he's trying to experience something on his own. You might have seen there are dogs who have not built their self-confidence. Whenever a new person, a new face is around, they are very conscious and they are not comfortable. This is why it is very important that you let your dog build their self-confidence. Take them out, let them interact with other dogs, let them interact with other humans, and then after some time you see that your dog is more comfortable than you with the guest. The next point that I want to talk about is a training thing for you guys as well. You have to have a lot of patience and you have to kind of hold your anger whenever you are training your pup. You have to make him realize that training is a positive thing for them. It's very easy to lose your temper and emotionally react when your dog is not doing a thing right, even after you telling them again and again. It's very easy to get irritated and snap at your dog, but this is something which you do not have to do. You do not have to make your dog associate training with something negative. Rather, you have to rather it should be something positive and a happy thing for them. Whenever I tell Edwin, let's go for training, he gets very happy. It shouldn't be like this whenever you're calling your dog like, hey, but let's go for training. He's running and hiding under a chair and he's like, no, no, you go, I'm fine here. Don't make it like that for your dog. Make him associate training with positive things so that he's happy to learn new tips and tricks throughout his life. And the final thing that I want to talk about is so this is the Kong toy on which I made video the other day. Both of my dogs love this toy. They use it as a ball when there's no stuffing in it. Anyways, as I was saying that do not encourage unnecessary barking. So what do I mean by that? Dogs are very smart, Once they know that they can manipulate you, that they can make you do things, they will always do that. For example, let's say your dog starts barking at some my babu every time boxer. Okay, anyways, let's say your dog starts barking at some odd time in the day and he just wants your attention and he wants to play with you. So let's say he barks, you entertain him because you feel that he wants to do his business, you take him potty. But then when you take him outside, he does not do that, rather he starts playing. And at that point you're like, oh, you shouldn't have done this, if you did not want to go potty, why did you bring me here? But anyway, if you're already out, let's rather play for 10-15 minutes and then we can head back home. This is wrong. You do not have to do this, because you are again sending the signal that whenever he barks, you take him outside and then you ultimately play, even if he's doing his business or he's not. So no need to entertain him, no need to play with him. Just bring him back home and let him rest. Just tell him that go back to your bed and sleep. And it's not your playtime. We won't play right now. We will play whenever it's your time to play. I give you my example. I generally play with my dogs at around 6:30 in the evening. Earlier, what they used to do, they used to play smart. At around 5:30, my dogs would start barking. They would start calling me, and if at that time I go outside and I start playing with them, then it tells them that I am playing with them whenever they are barking. But no, I do not have to train them this way. I have to tell them we do not play when you bark. We play when it's your time to play and when I come to you. Right? So this is the training that we have to give to our dogs, right from the very beginning, from day one, so that we have a well-behaved dog when he grows up. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Night job also. Odd time in the day he starts to bark because